Hey everybody, this is World War Guy here today, and today we're doing part 6 of where do I buy my reenacting supplies. Part 6 is going to be about personal items. So this is going to be everything that's going to make or break an impression when you look at it more in detail. You can get a lot of things for your personal items because you're going to have to think about, your food, your shaving, your hygiene, your more personal stuff, So there's quite a bit to it. My impression or my setup is not 100% complete. There's some things that I'm missing, such as tooth powder, shaving cream, foot powder, condoms, candies, things like that. There's a lot of things to really look at. But this is what I have, and this is a good startup kit for this, and it's great for this video. So let's just get into it. First things first, you're gonna need this. This is not a want, this is a need. Is your Soldbuch, which is basically a like your military papers, has all your information in it and everything like that. At the front, has some good ones that I'd recommend. Next thing here is a notebook. This one's made from 1944 Militaria. It's pretty great, it's got some nice things. If you do want a notebook, if you can write in German and write in the correct font, definitely check out 1944 Militaria. Food-wise is pretty nice, basically for like snack items. If you're having a full meal, that's going to be something more for a unit, so it's not really going to be a personal item. But first things first, you got your Coca-Cola, which you can buy online. When you do get it, try to get a different label for it. Try to print a label to put it on there, because this is a more modern kind, as you can see with the modern background. This is nice. A lot of people get those. Next thing is an Nesbit Stove. Excuse me. A lot of reenactors get this. This one's a post-war one. If you can, try to get an original one, because it's a slightly more accurate and you'll have a slightly better impression. Very slightly, but nevertheless. You can get that at eBay, surplus stores. Some surplus stores have Nesbit Stove if you're looking for a post-war one. Here we have a Zwieback bag. Zwieback is just a hard cracker. The bag itself is from Kriegsende Militaria, or War's End Shop. That website you should definitely check out for a lot of the personal items. They have a lot of things to look at, which is pretty exciting. Here I just have a little honey jar. Basically what I did is I got a modern day spice jar that was empty, and I put honey in it and just put this reproduction label, which the label I got from War's End Shop as well, or Kriegsende Militaria. Here we have the Spork. This is very important to have, because how else are you going to eat unless you eat with your hands? This is an original one, which original ones you can get from eBay, military shops, things like that, or reproductions. Basically any reproduction that sells them, they're usually pretty good, such as Hessian or At the Front. Rifle cleaning kit, not necessarily a personalized item, because every soldier would have one. The reason for that is, as you may know, or not know, I don't own a rifle. I don't own a German rifle, so I can't have a separate video on that, which is why I put it in here. If you're going to have a rifle, you're going to want one of these rifles. I don't know if submachine guns or machine guns had different cleaning kits, but for sure for a rifle you're going to need this. Try to get an original one. There are no reproductions, and post-war ones usually have mostly cosmetic differences. eBay, military shows is where you can get that. Up here, you have I have two different goggles here. First one here, if I can get it out with one hand, is I would say iconic, fairly iconic with the Africa Corps. Pretty cool goggles. They don't make reproduction of these, so you'll have to find original ones. Again, eBay, military shops. Just make sure it's correct for your impression to have this. Next one is these goggles. These are pretty common. They're fairly cheap as well. Just like the other ones, they're only reproductions. There's some post-war ones, but I try to get original ones. You can get these, again, eBay, military shows, military shops, all like that. Toiletries, those are very important, because when you're at an event, even though you're only there for about 2 days, it's a good idea to, keep yourself clean as much as you can, or as well as you can. So toiletry roll. First thing here, up top, I just have a simple cotton towel from IKEA actually. Super cheap, they're less than $1. So that's a good idea, and they're correct. Then I have all my toiletries on top of a toiletry roll from Hessian Antique. I recommend Hessian Antique's toiletry roll because it's really nice. It's big enough to store what you need, but not too big that you can't fit it in your bread bag. You have a lot of separate compartments. And then with my toiletry roll, I have sort of the essentials. I have a modern day vintage razor there, which I'd probably want to get a more period correct one just for myself, for my wanting. But this is accurate enough for a first time event. Comes with razors. Obviously I would need a different packaging and different labels for it to be more period correct. And I do not have shaving cream, so that's something I would have to buy. Next thing here, this is from Krieg's End Militaria, 1940, or what am I saying? War's End Shop. It's actually bug ointment, so basically bug spray, but in form of cream. I've heard that it works actually pretty well, so I got that kind of just for fun. Here is a soap, original soap from at the front. I just put some paper around it with some twine around it to keep it more safe, I guess. I haven't used it, but you can use it. But a soap is good, especially when you gotta wash it up a little bit. Shaving brush, this is just a modern day one that I'd scrape off the paint. Good idea, just don't have shaving cream so I can't, shave, like I said. Toothbrush, you don't want stinky breath, so get a toothbrush. I need tooth powder for it. This one's from War's End Shop. They have some nice things. Original comb from at the front. This is nice if you want to keep your hair looking good. Matches, just a modern day matchbox with period correct labels on there. And then FCOT rolling paper. These are original ones from at the front. Basically, you can find them from at the front, and there's some other sites that should have them, just not that I remember. And of course, a pipe or cigarettes, depending what you will. I have a pipe. I don't smoke, so it's more for show. But normally the wartime ones, these would be very low, this part, it's almost flush with the stem. And the last thing for this video, this long video for what it is a small shoe brush. This is great if you just want to kind of keep your boots clean time to time. It's not absolutely necessary, but really just any shoe store or place that sells shoe stuff, you can find that. Alright, so that basically concludes the video. Any website that I can think of, I'll post a link in the description. If you guys like the video, drop a like, write, comment, share the video, subscribe and everything. But this is the last video for this series, so I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did. But besides that, you guys have a great day.